Welcome back, everyone. Today's explainer is super exciting because we're mapping out the core tools built around literally one of the most powerful foundational technologies in modern development. We're zooming in on the whole React ecosystem.
Now, this might just seem like a basic text directory tree, right? But honestly, it's more like a map of a newly discovered continent. It's a roadmap of modern software development. So let's just dive right into this and decode exactly how this one foundational library branched out to pretty much take over the entire industry.
Section 1. The expanding React ecosystem.
So when we actually talk about an ecosystem in this context, what do we mean? Well, we're talking about a massive network of interconnected tools and frameworks. It's this unified foundation that lets you take your core knowledge, the trunk of the tree, and deploy it gracefully across entirely new, distinct environments.
Section 2. Powering the modern web.
Starting at the web layer, we find what we can call the web trio. That's Next.js, Remix, and Gatsby. And listen, these aren't just your standard run-of-the-mill libraries. They are incredibly robust meta frameworks. If you're building a highly interactive, production-ready React website today, you are almost certainly reaching for one of these three.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how these distinct tools give you specialized choices, but you never actually have to leave the React ecosystem. It's brilliant. Next.js and Remix, they focus heavily on dynamic, server-side rendering. Gatsby, on the other hand, well, it really earned its reputation through blazing fast, static site generation. So you've got different strengths, different branches, but they're all firmly rooted in that exact same foundational core.
But all this leads us to a pretty massive, fundamental question. Is React just for the web? Well, as you might guess from our map, absolutely not. The territory expands way, way further than just your browser.
Section 3. Branching into mobile apps.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when we leave the browser behind. Enter React Native. Now, I want to be clear here, this isn't just loading some clunky website inside a mobile wrapper. No way. This framework actually compiles your code into truly native UI components. You're building real iOS and Android applications where users are actually tapping and swiping, all using the exact same principles you already learned for the web. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so we've conquered the web, and we've conquered mobile devices. But what about the desktop? I mean, how do we get into traditional computing and build actual software that runs directly on your computer's operating system?
Section 4. Conquering the desktop space.
Right at the bottom of our tree is the ultimate crossover, Electron combined with React. By packaging a Chromium browser and Node.js right alongside your React code, you can build fully installable, cross-platform desktop applications. It's such a powerful leap across environments, letting developers build traditional desktop software using the tools they literally already know.
Section 5. Mapping your next move. So the crucial point is, when we lay it all out like this, the sheer scale of this ecosystem becomes crystal clear. We've got our web trio of Next.js, Remix, and Gatsby. We've got mobile entirely covered by React Native, and desktop handled by Electron. It is literally one central concept effortlessly populating three completely different mediums.
And honestly, all of this perfectly encapsulates that famous React mantra, learn once, write anywhere. By mastering the trunk of the tree, the core framework, you haven't just learned how to build a single web page, you have, quite literally, unlocked the entire digital landscape. Web, mobile, desktop, the whole shebang, without having to start over from scratch every single time.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a step back, look at this vast, interconnected ecosystem, and ask yourself one simple question. Which branch will you build on today? The tools are ready and waiting, and the digital world is wide open for you to shape. Thanks so much for joining me to map this all out, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you create next.